Have you ever wondered why some people seem to thrive in all areas of life, while others barely survive? Surprisingly, the answers may lie in the ancient teachings of Jesus, offering practical and powerful guidance to avoid poverty and achieve a balanced and prosperous life. Contrary to what many might think, biblical principles are not just spiritual theories but practical tools we can apply in our daily lives. In this video, we'll reveal 5 valuable lessons from Jesus that can transform your financial life, well-being, and happiness. Want to discover how to avoid the path to poverty and live an abundant life? Then stay with us and uncover these teachings that challenge conventions and reveal a path to true prosperity. 1. The Parable of the Talents, Matthew 25:14-30. The Parable of the Talents is one of Jesus' most powerful lessons, where he teaches us about the importance of using and multiplying the talents and resources God has given us. Imagine a master who, before going on a journey, entrusts his wealth to 3 servants, each receiving an amount according to his ability. 2 of the servants wisely invest and double their talents, while the third, out of fear, buries his. The latter is reprimanded for his lack of initiative and vision. The lesson here is clear. We must use our gifts for good, multiplying them and not wasting opportunities. Applying this parable to modern life, we can think of our talents and abilities as investments that can grow and benefit not only ourselves, but also those around us. If you have a special skill, like playing an instrument, teaching, or even entrepreneurial skills, why not invest in it and find ways to multiply that talent? For example, a musician could give lessons or organize performances, while an entrepreneur could seek new business opportunities. The important thing is not to let our gifts sit idle, but to put them into practice. Moreover, investing wisely is not limited to financial matters. It also means investing in our personal and spiritual development, prioritizing what draws us closer to God and a balanced, prosperous life. Reading the Bible, participating in study groups, and applying Jesus' teachings in our daily lives are ways to multiply our spiritual talents. When we seek first the kingdom of God, everything else will be added to us, ensuring a life of prosperity and well-being. 2. Seek first the kingdom of God, Matthew 6:33. Seeking first the kingdom of God is a fundamental principle that Jesus teaches us in Matthew 6:33. He instructs us to prioritize God's matters above material concerns, promising that when we do, everything else will be added to us. In a world where distractions and daily worries are constant, keeping our focus on spiritual priorities is essential for a balanced and prosperous life. This means that before worrying about finances or professional success, we should align our hearts and minds with divine purposes. In practice, seeking first the kingdom of God can manifest in various ways. For example, dedicating time daily to prayer and Bible reading, getting involved in community and charity activities, and cultivating a genuine relationship with God. Imagine starting the day with a sincere prayer, asking for guidance and wisdom for the decisions you'll need to make. This not only strengthens your faith, but also creates a solid foundation for facing daily challenges with confidence and serenity. Aligning your spiritual priorities also means living according to biblical principles like honesty, integrity, and generosity. By doing so, you create an environment where prosperity and well-being naturally flourish. For example, by being honest in your business transactions and treating colleagues and customers with respect and fairness, you build a solid and trustworthy reputation. These actions reflect your commitment to Jesus' teachings and open doors to growth and success in all areas of life. 3. The generosity of the Good Samaritan, Luke 10:25-37. The story of the Good Samaritan, told by Jesus in Luke 10:25-37, is a touching example of generosity and compassion. In this parable, a man is attacked by robbers and left by the roadside, severely wounded. While others pass by without offering help, a Samaritan, moved by compassion, stops and cares for him, treating his wounds and ensuring he has shelter and care. Jesus uses this story to teach us the importance of helping others, regardless of their background or circumstances. In everyday life, we can apply the generosity of the Good Samaritan in various ways. Small gestures, such as offering help to a struggling coworker, donating to causes that benefit those in need, or even dedicating time to listen to and support a friend in crisis, are ways to practice generosity. For example, imagine dedicating a few hours of your weekend to volunteer at a community kitchen. This type of action not only helps others, but also brings a deep sense of fulfillment and purpose to your own life. Generosity, besides benefiting those who receive, also enriches the life of the giver. When we help others, we contribute to a more just and compassionate world, promoting prosperity and well-being for all. Additionally, these acts of kindness create a chain of good deeds, encouraging others to do the same. It's a practical way to multiply our talents and resources, wisely investing in the kingdom of God. Thus, each act of generosity brings us closer to the example of Jesus and helps us build a prosperous and balanced life. 4. Avoid greed. Luke 12:15. Jesus warns us against greed and materialism in Luke 12:15, emphasizing that a person's life does not consist of the abundance of their possessions. In a society that often values the accumulation of wealth, this message is an important reminder that the relentless pursuit of more can lead to dissatisfaction and discontent. True prosperity and well-being come from contentment and gratitude for what we already have, not from constantly seeking more. To avoid greed, it's essential to cultivate an attitude of contentment and gratitude. This can be done through simple practices like keeping a gratitude journal, where you record 3 things you are thankful for each day. Another helpful practice is setting clear limits for your financial ambitions, focusing on what is enough for a comfortable and balanced life. For example, instead of constantly chasing the next salary increase, you might choose to invest time and resources in meaningful relationships and activities that bring joy and fulfillment. Moreover, generosity is a powerful antidote to greed. By giving part of your resources to help others, you break the cycle of materialism and find greater satisfaction in sharing. Imagine setting aside a portion of your monthly budget to support a cause or charity you believe in. This act of giving not only benefits those who receive, but also reinforces your sense of purpose and connection to Jesus' teachings. Always remember the words of Luke 12:15, and strive for a life of contentment, gratitude, and generosity. 5. Integrity in the small things. Luke 16:10. Being faithful in the small things is a vital lesson that Jesus teaches us in Luke 16:10. He highlights that integrity and honesty in our daily actions prepare us to take on greater responsibilities. In other words, it is through consistency in our smaller actions and behaviors that we demonstrate our ability to handle more significant challenges. Small acts of honesty, such as returning excess change or keeping a seemingly insignificant promise, reflect our commitment to biblical principles. Integrity can be cultivated in every aspect of daily life. For example, in the workplace, being punctual, meeting deadlines, and treating colleagues with respect are ways to show your faithfulness in the small things. These actions do not go unnoticed and often open doors to greater responsibilities and growth opportunities. If you manage a team, being a fair and consistent leader in small decisions creates an environment of trust and respect, essential for collective success. Furthermore, integrity in the small things strengthens our character and prepares us for more significant challenges. Think of how an athlete trains tirelessly on the basic fundamentals before competing in a major event. Similarly, our dedication to the small tasks of daily life prepares us for the significant responsibilities that will come. Remember that every act of honesty and integrity reflects our devotion to Jesus' teachings and brings us closer to a prosperous and fulfilling life, aligned with the principles of the kingdom of God. Now that you've learned these powerful teachings of Jesus, it's time to put them into practice and transform your life. Ask yourself, am I using my talents in the best way? Are my priorities aligned with the kingdom of God? Am I generous in avoiding greed? Do I practice integrity in the small things? These questions are crucial for starting a significant change in your life. Don't let these teachings be just words on a page. Apply them and see the difference they can make. If you're committed to living a prosperous and balanced life, subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to continue learning more about how to apply biblical principles in your daily life. And don't stop here. Continue watching the next video on the screen and deepen your knowledge even further. Together we can walk a path of well-being, prosperity, and true happiness. Let's go. The change starts now.